Good morning. I'd like to call together the Delaware County Stormwater Board, call this meeting to order. Today is August 3rd, 2026. Time's approximately 11:05 a.m. I'd like for you to stand and follow me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for that. Roll call, please.
Present.
Here.
Here.
Here. First on the agenda would be the review and hopefully approval of the July 6th meeting minutes. Those were distributed previously. Any comments or corrections? If not, I'd accept a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the minutes. I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Any abstentions? The meeting minutes of July 6th are approved. I would like to make an agenda addition before we go too much further. In our last meeting, we talked about the new rates, and I would like to introduce those stormwater rates in today's meeting. So we'll do that. I guess looking for a little bit of guidance from legal here. We do that under new business to introduce the new stormwater rates?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll make that item H. Okay. Under old business, Stony Creek Drive, issue status DNR permit.
Yeah, everything's good. The contractor has the gabion baskets ordered. They're probably delivered by now. So I assume by our next meeting, this will be taken care of.
Fantastic. Any questions or comments?
Remember the owner out there wants you to contact him a day or
Yeah.
two before
That's
so his
real.
dogs don't
Okay.
go crazy.
This is the guy right on the Randolph County line, right?
Correct.
That we went out to. Yep. Okay. Item B, Ken Drive easement and work progress.
Good morning. So Ken Drive, we are have worked with Ashton Land Surveyors to get the easement put in place. They had a surveyor out there last week, so it's just in the process of getting them to give us all the official paperwork for the easement. And everything else, I believe, is in place to do the work. We just need the easement to be able to get in there.
Okay. Any comments or questions?
How many feet is that view?
In length, 250, 300 maybe,
And,
maybe a little longer.
What size tile are you recommending?
I believe the bid we had got was we were going to use an 8-inch tile on that, if I recall correctly.
Thank you.
So the easement, what we talked about last time was we're going to get a wide easement for the construction and then a narrower easement for the maintenance. Is that still our plan?
Yes, yeah, the permanent easement won't be near as long, and I need to get with Ashton to see, because they were looking to see, because based on where the house is set, they couldn't extend the easement into where the permanent structures were, so they'll give me an exact amount they were able to use. I think we were shooting somewhere around 20 feet in width.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else on Ken Drive? So that will remain on the agenda under old business. C, crypto mining compliance in Park 1, status of landscaping and drainage.
Yeah, I was out there on 7/21 and starting to see some growth from the recent seeding. It's real small still, but I think this weekend's rain will definitely help it out. And they did need to clean out their sediment basin because the temporary check dam is doing its job and blocking sediment from getting to the outfall. But that was holding water, so they need to clean that out a little bit, and they were aware of that and making the corrections.
Good. In general, they're maintaining the property, keeping the weeds knocked down and
Yes.
keeping it mowed.
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe there's a reason to leave this on our agenda under old business
No, I
for
did not.
future? Okay, so we will remove item C for crypto mining. Thank you, Courtney.
Welcome.
Foundry Road, Cowan Road, status of stormwater improvements.
Sorry, I didn't have an agenda. I didn't know it was coming up. They are doing better. Trash is still a problem, but they are cleaning it up as is noted. They're making a final push to get the first building open. And I am also pushing them to get stabilization done as quickly as possible so it doesn't hold them up. Because I do have a lot of issues that people wait until too far into the fall, and then I'm inspecting all winter long for nothing. And then it gets washed out before it can really establish come spring. So they're doing it all over again. So I'm staying on top of them for that.
I did notice they paved their parking lot and maybe
Yes.
their drive, so that'll help with the carry off onto Cowan
Yes.
Road. That'll
Yeah,
help a
they were
lot.
working on the drives when I was out there last week. I forgot to write down the date.
And they still have our trail blocked, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. The trail is still blocked. I'm hoping as they start working on the landscaping, I guess there's supposed to be a sidewalk. I haven't looked at the plans in a while. A sidewalk around that front basin. So as they start working into that, they should start getting away from the trail and cleaning that up, and we can see what shape it's in.
Okay. Would you like to leave this on the agenda?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say yes for
All
now,
right.
just to make sure.
We'll
Since
leave
it was
it on
so
there.
many issues.
Here's a copy if you want to grab it real quick. Item E, log jams on White River and County Road 900 West. The status of log jam, DNR permit, and work progress.
So we've been working with this one a little bit more here recently. The permits on that we have in place for that. Now we are looking at basically working with Bill on this as far as whether Daleville is wanting to put in a canoe launch, because we've had bids requested for that canoe launch along with the log jam removal. It's really should all be done at one time if possible. We did get quotes for the log jams, but I don't know at this point. Like I say, the funding for this still needs to be procured. So I don't know if you guys want to
How
hear
much
what
you
the quotes are.
estimating? How much are you estimating for that?
So based on the two quotes we got, the log jam portion of it, they range from $42,500 for one quote and $43,600 for the other quote for just the log jam removal. I mean, it is a fairly substantial log jam.
It is. It's big.
And
So will Dean, will you send us those quotes?
yes, and like I said, I didn't send them now because I didn't know where we were as far as, I mean, I'm not formally requesting anything at this moment.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Walters?
No, I've been working with you, Commissioner Brand. We've talked about this. That log jam is really bad. Delville does want to redo that canoe launch. We applied with the permit. I think we split that with you guys at the very beginning. We started down this road. We have the money set aside. Dean has been real good. He's gotten me two quotes. I think one's at 73,000. The other's a little over 75, 210 on one, and 55,550 on the other. We would definitely, I mean, we are going to proceed. Delville wants to proceed, but the log jam has got to come out first. And I don't know if you guys seen the permit. We have a window between now and November of next, but we've got to hit a window that even in the construction, I think it's between now and November 1st. The bat and something else. We've got to hit a window. So, I'm here. I'm willing to work with you in any way we can. We need to get this done. Schellenbarger Park is not used. Canoe country is on the other side. It is a major attractant to Delaware County. We get a lot of visitors that go up to Yorktown, come down through there. I mean, 25 to 30,000. It's limited, and everything comes out at that bridge. We could make it go farther and things go through, but that log jam is creating a mass. We can't even use it at all. So
Your canoe launch, that's going to be a public canoe launch?
correct. It's in Schellenbarger Park. It's in the back. It's always been public to be used at anybody and everybody that come in. You have a lot of, you know me, sport fishermen that like the smallmouth. They're up and down there. I'm not as much into the canoeing and tubing as I am to catching the bass down through there, but we have a lot more coming through there. With that rock bottom, it is perfect through there. That log jam is just, and not to mention what it's done to the scaling on the bridge. It has really taken its toll on. half of it washed out the last one, but this time it's really got embedded what was left after the last washout. Now it's just doubled on top of it.
Commissioner Henry, you have a thought?
Well, I feel like the canoe launch is a economic development opportunity for Daleville, is it not?
Agreed, especially with them across the street and the sport fishermen that are now using the White River since it's so clean.
I believe that we could remove that. It's $42,000 was the lowest bid. Is that correct?
42.5 and 43.6.
Is the 42.5? Is that someone we've used before?
Correct. Yes. The 42.5 is JJC, and the 43.6 is Butler Masonry.
Are they hauling it off?
Yes. Trucking, dump bill, all of it.
Both people are, right? I would make a recommendation that we go ahead and do the lowest bid at 42.5. Somebody we've used in the past. Pay for it out of edit project for the economic development project line. So I think it is the water is a economic development tool for all these cities and towns, I believe. That's my motion.
I'll second. Any further discussion?
Well, I was gonna suggest we split it, but that's, edit 4 is fine.
Well, let's go ahead and take a roll call on this. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. You have a suggestion for a
Well,
different funding?
Well, I just was gonna suggest we take some out of Cuba Bridge and Stormwater, but
I hate to take anything out of bridge.
4 is
and-
fine, I'm good.
You're okay with 4?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so make sure that legal gets a copy of those quotes and that the commissioners get a copy of those quotes. And need to,
One quick question for the attorney while we're here. Is it all right if I use these quotes that Delville didn't put these out, or how do we have to accept that I could use these quotes? Both of them are under 75,000 as far as the canoe launch. And when he obtained these went to Delaware County. They did not go to the town of Delville, but I would like to use these. Is this something to use these, I need to go through this board and accept, and if I would get my board to approve payment of them, or can I use these 2 quotes to move forward to get this canoe launch completed?
But under $150,000, so you're obligated to get quotes, and you only have 2 were 3 people asked? 2 were asked?
This is kind of a unique deal. You got to have somebody that knows how to
Well,
go into a
I
river.
understand that.
Yeah, the
Understand that.
excavator.
All right, I mean, if there's not enough contractors in place, then that's fine. That's an acceptable reason as to, but the quotes are the quotes. It doesn't matter who got them. You guys can use them.
Okay.
And then you can make the award based on those.
Just wanted to make sure, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
would it be helpful if we took a vote to authorize Daleville to use the quotes that came to this board?
Wouldn't hurt.
Wouldn't hurt.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
Have a motion and a second to allow Daleville to use the quotes obtained by the county engineer on behalf of the Stormwater Board. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. County Road 700 West drainage matter. I believe this was, yeah, Mr. Green, thank you.
Yeah, before our last meeting, I met the interested parties, Mr. Green, his neighbor, some other people out there. We came up with a plan. We cleared it with Dean. And so then the contractor had to get with Mr. Green and make sure that they're on the same page. They are. So this should be, like I said, this also should be done before our next meeting. They agreed on a price to put the riprap there and, pull the concrete out that was the problem. So I think everybody's on the same page. We're just waiting for the contractor to finish it. So.
Do you believe that the status is good enough we can take it off of our
I think
agenda?
so.
Okay,
And then, if
All
we
right.
need pictures or something for our next meeting, I can bring them in, but it should be done by then.
conversation, questions?
Just you're on top of it.
Yeah,
so.
100%. I met with all the parties and the contractor and Mr. Green, and everybody seems to be happy.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. We'll remove F from the agenda. If you could just give us a brief update
Okay. will
next
do.
meeting. Thank you. Item G, DeSoto drainage issues and replacement.
So that one was approved the last meeting. The materials are in the process of being ordered for the catch basins and the grates for the top of them. But as soon as those come in, the contractor said he's ready to go to work. So
Is
That'll-
that one house in the back? Having
That'll be the
by
one on-
railroad?
the one on Wood Street would be the one that'd be the most affected and benefit from this. But this will basically, the whole back portion will kind of get that up to code, and or I say code, it'll get that up to a working condition. So because currently it's not how it's supposed to be.
Dean, I appreciate your work on this. And just so you know, we've been dealing with this for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're finally getting some progress out there. So
Thank you. And like I say, anything else you guys see that you think needs addressed, just let me know and I'll put it on the list.
Okay. You recommend we leave this on the agenda for an update?
I would leave it, and I hope next meeting we've got some
Traction.
good updates. So
thank you.
Item H, review the draft RFP for stormwater rate study. Actually, there it was. I didn't need to amend the agenda. So this would be ordinance 2026-001, an amendment to ordinance 2024-001 regarding costs, expenses, violations, and other matters related to stormwater services and inspections. This would just be for introduction today. There is in the bolded section in what is at the 5th paragraph, the very last word or very last sentence on the left, requirements. I believe there's that word needs corrected, but other than that, I didn't see any other issues. Any discussion or questions? If not, we'd accept a motion to introduce ordinance 2026-001.
Now, is this a motion, is this an RFP to get the study done, or are you wanting to raise the rates?
So that's a good question. If you believe it's necessary to do a cost of service study, then we would want to go that direction. If we think that we're ready to raise the rates, we could go this direction.
Well, raising the rates you can introduce that, but you'll have to have a public hearing.
Yep.
And what the rates are gonna be. I don't know if, because I haven't seen the document, so, and maybe you've sent it to me and I just overlooked it, but, we would have to put a notice for a public hearing at the next stormwater meeting
Okay,
and what the rates are gonna be to allow people to have that.
right.
If you're going to do a study for what the rate should be, then we can send that out without a public hearing.
Okay.
You can get a financial, I guess what you're looking for in RFP is a financial advisor to come in and do an analysis and depending on what projects you have and what things you need to try and establish a rate.
Yeah, pretty extensive. So a cost of service study, it'd be a Baker Tilly or somebody like that, be a pretty expensive process. As John mentioned, they would ask us, hey, what are your projects? What do you want to do over the next 15, 20 years? And we'd have to give them projects. Then they would go out and consider the affordability index against our projects, against our existing funding, and they'd make a recommendation for rate increases.
Were you also going to have discussions with the drainage board about maybe leveraging some money to help on drainage board issues also? That if they're going to maintain drains or if they're going to do legal drains, then this board covers things outside those legal drains that are always a part of, and since we've been the attorney for the drainage board, there's always a non-legal drain component to every maintenance and or rehab that the drainage board wants to do. So, that's a possibility for all of you as well.
Yeah, and I think part of that project list, if we were going to do a cost of service study, we would have to get feedback from the drainage board to see what their future projects are and what element of those would apply to the stormwater board outside of
I think we should do that.
the cost of service study.
And the reason, I know it costs money, but at that point, then if we increase the rate, we have a physical document in hand stating why the rate needs increased.
Okay,
And
that's fine.
I really do.
Okay, so, go ahead.
Well, could the study be for drainage too? Issues?
That's more of a question for legal. In my opinion, probably yes and no. I know that's not a great answer. Well,
But I think-
it's a
I think-
lawyer
It's a
question.
lawyer's answer.
Yeah, it's
that's
a
for
lawyer's
sure.
answer. I'm in,
But I think it will have some of those drainage issues.
because if the drainage board has projects they want to
Yep.
do, there's always a non-legal drain element of
Yep.
their projects that
Mhm.
would include us.
Yep.
Um,
And honestly, all of this stuff, all of our stuff, that's not regulated drains is hooked into all your regulated drains.
Correct.
I mean, not all of it, but majority of it.
most of them feed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. So we could introduce with the action to conduct a cost of service study.
Right.
Okay. So I'll amend my motion or my call for a motion to introduce 2026-001 with the call for a cost of service study.
So move.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. And 4008 Sandpiper Court. I don't remember the
Country Village.
details there. I think it is. I think Tommy was working on that. I know he's out on an emergency today. Let's leave that under old business and skip it. Anything else for old business? Oh, actually, I do have one under old business. In the last meeting, Ed Carroll came and talked about some drainage issues in
Yeah.
Albany.
Yeah, his house. Oh,
I can't remember what
he
we
had the one with the picture.
did or
Yeah, it
didn't
was,
decide to do.
I think, was you guys gonna look at that to see, cause there was a tile,
I just-
there was another tile there and Ed thought it needed lowered.
So we did go out and look at it. We haven't really done anything other than that. There is a breather pipe, which I believe is what he's referring to. I don't know when exactly that was put in and if that's affecting what he has going on. We haven't really, we think it needs some ditching done, would help this situation. And we haven't done anything official as far as scheduling that or anything.
So the minutes say this is an issue in Albany area, 10301 East County Road 500 North. Ed presented photos showing standing water after it rains, 650 East and 500 North. The tile is higher than the water table. Those were Ed's words. It looks like Tommy was going to get with Heather to take a look at it. The tile was installed approximately 20 years ago. That's what our meeting minutes reflect.
That sounds right.
Okay. We'll leave that under old business.
Okay. Yeah, we'll address further and hopefully as things slow down, we'll have more of a time to look at this stuff. The highway department will. So.
Anything else for old business before we move to new business? MS4 coordinator update. Laura is not here. Do you have any kind of an update today? You don't have to. Don't feel obligated if there's.
I believe I mentioned we have 2 audits. One is the construction, post-construction. That'll be the end of this month, so August 25th. And then for all the other parts of our stormwater permit, I did not write that date down. I want to say it's in November. So just a heads up on that.
Okay. Any questions for Courtney on behalf of Laura? Okay. Courtney, stormwater coordinator update.
Yeah, as far as construction goes, overall it's pretty quiet. I don't have any enforcement out on county projects at this moment. So that's going good. Education update, raindrop run is definitely going to be August 29th at 9 a.m. at Westside Park. I've had a flyer go out on all the partners' Facebook pages. I've been able to get 4 sponsors, so it's going to be free for the kids. They're going to get a shirt, snacks, drinks, that kind of thing. So far, there are 11 registered. I suspect that'll go up once school starts. I'm going to send it back out to all the elementary schools and have them send it to their kiddos. Their age range right now is 2-year-olds to 10-year-olds, so that'll be interesting to see.
Wow.
And I plan on sending out a follow-up email to high schools to try and get some of the high schools to volunteer. I had some good feedback when I was just kind of testing the waters. They're going to have some mix of sports teams and their service groups. So I think that'll be really good too.
What's the date again? I'm sorry.
You're fine. August 29th. It's a Saturday, 9 a.m.
And the location?
West Side Park. And it'll go along the Greenway. I got the application for the Greenway approved as well, so.
Any comments or questions for Courtney? Thank you.
Yep.
DeSoto quotes, I think we can scratch that from our agenda. Abe McConnell improvements, anybody have any kind of an update there?
Well, I think this was,
Confusion, isn't it?
yeah, a little confusion. Egg McConnell is the reconstruction that's gonna go
400 south,
Cowan Road there.
okay.
Right now, it's,
This is
Still up to
maybe
the
the
prominent landowners.
700 east.
yeah, 700 east is what that's supposed to be. And
Okay.
I know that Tommy did some nice work dipping that ditch out along the road. And I think he's gonna put some culverts. I think the prominent landowners decided not to do the reconstruction. See how, what Tommy's ideas, see how those work. I think he's gonna put in like 3 culverts under the road and see how that works before they move on with the reconstruction, I believe.
So the open house that the drainage board had, the landowners decided they didn't want to fund it?
Right.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. You think there's a need to leave this on our agenda?
I do not.
Okay. We will scratch item D, and just for clarification, it's not the Abe McConnell ditch. This was 700 east and 100 north,
Correct.
right? Thank you.
Yes.
The Daleville drainage issues, that was, we can scratch that. That was actually the Albany that we just got done talking about. Joint meeting of the drainage board, we talked about this in the last meeting, whether we wanted to have one or not and what frequency. I think what we decided in the last meeting was just on an as-needed basis. So the question, it's on the agenda because the question for this body is, do we need a joint meeting? Does anybody believe we need a joint meeting right now?
I don't see any issues right now.
Okay. All right. So we'll leave that on the agenda, but we'll move it to old business just to discuss each meeting to see if we need a joint meeting.
Okay.
Any other new business from anyone? Okay. Claims and financial, Commissioner Reagan?
Yeah, yes, Commissioner Henry added up our July 9th, 23rd of July payments, and it's $31,840.21 we need to approve today.
Is that your motion?
Yes, sir.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor of approving the claims in the amount of $31,840.21 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same? Any abstentions? Claims are approved. Any other financial discussion?
Just real quick,
Yeah.
that was a log jam for $18,970, another log jam for $6,700. Some legal fees, and that's it. Orchard Street,
Yeah, that was, that's in Cowan.
yeah,
The
$5,600.
the Cooley Construction in
Yep.
Cowan fixing that open ditch. And those log jams, that was the partnership with the Muncie
Yep,
Sanitary
correct.
District.
Yep.
Okay. Any other financial discussion? Anyone for public comment? Any board comments?
Next meeting, I guess.
Next regularly scheduled meeting will be the first Monday in September.
Actually, it'll be the first Tuesday.
Oh, you're right, because Monday is a holiday. Thank you for that correction.
I think that's September 8th.
Any other discussion? If not, accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Meeting's adjourned.
We'll keep the time at 10:30 because the time I would change it to 11.